Okay, so once more, welcome everyone. The workshop today that we are looking into, the one which I'll be presenting, just so everyone know, this workshop is on understanding your degree pathway and the MBA foundation and MBA. I will be presenting this to you. However, I also am joined by my colleagues, Fei Yang and Sherry Chang, who's also here in this presentation, and we all will be addressing to your questions eventually towards the end of this session. Once again, I wanted to request all of you to turn off your microphone in case if they're turned on right now. Okay, so let's look into the contents today that we will be looking further into the presentation. We will be discussing the overview of what an MBA foundation and MBA program is, or what it looks like, academic plans with your advisors, process to academic plans, how can your advisor help you, academic events, advising events that the academic advising team puts up for you throughout the term, what does the academic advising portal offers you, uh, and outreach to your advisors, how you can connect with your advisors eventually. Towards the very end, we will have the Q&A session. So let's begin. Now, the MBA Foundation, and not all of you, but some of you who are currently in the MBA Foundation will have three courses. And the three courses are basically MBA Foundation 501, 502, and 504. They are business and academic writing, quantitative reasoning and analysis, and business economics. The requirements are that students must earn a grade of B, a GPA of 3.0 or better on each foundation courses in order to continue into the MBA program. So this is that you must maintain an overall GPA of 3.0 in your foundation courses if you are currently enrolled and registered for those courses in the summer term. Then you will be progressing towards your main MBA program. So overview of the MBA program. So the program in itself is pretty robust. It's very up to the mark, and industry recognizes it. It enables students to construct strategic responses to business challenges and opportunities, demonstrate effective skills to collaborate with diverse group of people. It helps you to lead your teams through resolution of problems and successful completion of projects and tasks. It helps you to integrate personal values and perspective into problem solving and take responsibilities for your decisions. You will be better off in communicating your ideas persuasively, write them well, and to be able to speak them as through analysis of information. So they are just supported by an analysis of the information too as well. You will also be able to gather, analyze, and synthesize information for business context. So this MBA program is structured in a way, and this is the new pathway that you will be looking at right now. And on your program plan, you will be seeing there are 15 courses in total, and they add up to 45 credits. So how does these 45 credits looks like, and what are these tiers? So right now, what you're seeing on the screen are the four different tiers. Tier one is the analytical foundation. Tier two is management principles and practices. Tier three is business and applications. And tier four is integration and implementation. Just wanted to make a clarification here. Tiers here does not mean term or semester. Term and semesters are different than tiers. Tiers are how the MBA program is divided into four different tiers. These are segments under which you will find certain courses. So under tier one, you have four courses, tier two, five, tier three, again, you have four courses, but under tier two, four, you have just two courses. That does not mean that you have to take them all in different terms. That part, if you would have any questions, we would see towards the end. Under the tier one,
Stephen, you're muted.
Said.
You're muted.
Okay, can everyone hear me right now?
Yes,
Yes,
thank you.
so
Thank you very
yes.
much for prompting as well. I'm not sure as to how and why it's happening, but anyways, if that happens again, please feel free to prompt again. So for the four programs, the four tiers that are here right now, which are tier one, two, three, and four. Uh, Under tier one, if some of you are currently registered or enrolled into three courses, which are required courses, that would be accounting 621, business 601, HRMT 622, and business 650. Uh, Predominantly, you would see that you must be registered either in the three courses under tier one or one of the courses under tier two in the summer term. And there are four required courses under tier one, five under tier two, and tier three, there are four courses in total. Two are electives. Electives are the courses which are determined by you. So if you are a student, you would be choosing these electives, which is based on focus areas, and we will be looking into those as well. So there are two courses under in the final tier four. One is a required course, whereas the other one is could be one of the elective courses. So one of the one of the two required courses. Sorry, one was strategic management, and another one is out of the four courses, which is MBAR 661, Work 601, Capstone 602, and 603 Design Thinking. So let's look at here what leadership courses are, or what they look like. MGMT 643, change management, negotiation, leadership, and decision making are three courses which you would see in your MBA, either as a required course or under the electives. And in marketing and digital marketing, there are courses which is marketing 623, digital marketing strategy, whereas 625, 627, promotion, international marketing, marketing analysis, and e-commerce, you would find them under electives. So if you, by any chance, or if you have interest either to get into marketing or digital marketing, or if you have a background and you are interested in taking electives from this specific focus area, then you can choose them as your electives. We also have financial management related main courses and core courses which are required, and these are electives, which is investment analysis management, finance 6 to 7, which is personal financial planning, global financial institution management, and green finance. So these are electives which you could choose if you have a background in finance or you plan to grow more knowledge on finance and eventually work in the industry. For human resource as well, we have human resource 621, 623, which is HR strategy, recruiting and retaining talents, and management and employee relations. These are again electives on human resource areas. Entrepreneurship, which is design thinking, prototyping for entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship management, BUSI 641. Business analytics, again, this offers machine learning tools and techniques, predictive analytics, what works, and cloud computing technology. One of the things to understand here is that the three electives that you choose in your future terms, which is your tier two and tier three, whenever that opportunity comes in, you do not have to typically choose just one focus area and then select all the courses under it. But you can also do a combination of a marketing, business analytics, or a human resource, or any other combination that you want to make. That gives you much more broader understanding of different industries too, and some bit of learning widely to get much more broader perspective of how organization functions. And we will also, when you meet with your advisor, academic advisor in future, you could also have conversation concerning about it from your past or from the current, like what you're thinking and what you plan to eventually do. So other elective areas are consulting, graduate research methods, and understanding the nonprofit sector. So these are other three electives which are offered, which are available for students to choose under the electives. So form an academic plan with your advisor. So what does this mean? So an academic plans are used to help plan the courses you intend to enroll in each term over a period of time and often an academic year. So that means right now for the first term, you were scheduled into the courses directly by the registrar's office. However, moving forward, you will be making sure that you register yourself for the next term onwards. So to make, I would request you to please turn off your mics, everyone. So here, like, make sure that when you are taking courses for the next term, you know what courses you intend to take, and you're taking the right set of courses based on the program plan that you are required to follow to in order to complete your MBA in the stipulated time. Uh, in order for to form an academic plan successfully, student needs to work with an academic advisor. So all of you have this wonderful opportunity to discuss and plan a strategy in order for you to complete your MBA. Because you're graduate students, you have more understanding and knowledge and prior knowledge of what a bachelor's program has already been. So you have more experience of how to make selections to your courses, what are the required courses. So all the expertise and knowledges that you have from the past and whatever you want to acquire, academic advisor with the combination of that makes helps you to understand what your program plan looks like, how you can actually complete that in order to graduate in your MBA program. So take the resources that you have at hand and take that as an opportunity for you to schedule meetings with them. So academic plans can help you with what staying on track with your degree, being ready for your course registration, with the course fits for your future goals and best interests, completing the degree programs within timely fashion. So what is an academic progression? And this is in continuation to what I just mentioned. Like you have already completed your bachelor's at some point. Some of you might have recently graduated, and some of you might have be returning to university after a while. Irrespective of that, you do have an understanding of what a university life has been in the past, and some of the advantages of like doing your MBA would be the benefits of it right now. So having established all of those prior experiences, I'm sure you all would want to maintain a good academic standing throughout your program. In order to do all of that, you would want to maintain certain basic things, what I call as basic requirements. You would want to make sure that you are attending all your classes regularly, participating actively in your classes, making sure that you are completing the learning activities or the assignments that the professor or instructors have defined for you for that particular course, making sure that you're not missing the deadlines. Also, if you require some feedbacks, you could reach out to professors or instructors to ask them for an appointment during the office hours. Those are some basic, I would call as part of your plan. It should be some of the tools some of the items that should be in your toolkit. You need to maintain a minimum CGPA requirement for your degree completion, that is 3.0. So at any given point in time, you want to make sure that you stay in good academic standing. Uh, if you want to understand how the good academic standing functions, we will try to cover it briefly here. However, we will also try to cover it on later on one-on-one sessions that you happen to build with your academic advisor. So cumulative grade point average. Um, I always tell students to aim for the stars, and aiming for stars means that you aim for A's in your courses. That way, even if you perform poorly in one of your courses, then your other courses will lift it up. So make sure you perform uniformly well across all courses. However, if you perform even better in some, those courses will always boost your CGPA. So if you're good in one and you feel, oh, I'll manage to get a B anyways, so why should I work any further harder? I would say get the A's and the A pluses, and that will just help you to cover up even if you perform a little poorly in others. So make sure that you maintain a minimum 3.0. A total and how the cumulative grade point average works. It is the total sum of grades received during the entire period of your study divided by the number of courses which are attempted during that period. So that's how you will be able to determine your CGPA. So each term, make sure your term GPA is higher so that it also boosts your CGPA overall. Now, let us look at how do you form an academic plan. So the first thing you have to do is to book an appointment with us. Like like I mentioned previously, myself and my other two colleagues and the manager of student advising, we all are available for you. And for that, we have from Monday to Thursday virtual hours. And what you see, we are available from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. and from 2 to 3:30 p.m. The morning hour, which is called the advisor flash meetup, is meant for small interactions, primarily 1 to 3 questions, which are small and brief and which could be covered from 7 to 10 minutes. We would suggest you to come and speak with us during the morning hours then. If you think it will take a little longer and you need at least 15 minutes to 20 minutes of time with your advisor, then join the afternoon session. That is where we can cover more things at length. You can also, before the meeting with an academic advisor, we suggest you, and we recommend this strongly, that you join with your laptop so that even if you have to share screen with us, we could see the content on your screen. And if we have to show you something, you can also see it on a larger screen than on a cell phone device. Be familiar with your degree program, understand the course options in your program, what so you clearly know what your questions are. Set up your future goals and be ready to share with your academic advisor. If you have plans, if you have your aspirations of why you're doing an MBA, what are your actual goals, yeah, feel free to share with us so that we can help you either to get a perspective on it, or if you need some additional help, we could actually refer you to the specific department or resource accordingly that way. We are in this together, so we really want you to be successful. That makes us proud equally to share the success with you. So this is what you need to make sure that when you're joining your meeting with an academic advisor. So what do we do to help you? What we do is to plan your academic journey at UCW. We recommend you courses and selections and registration, explain you the degree pathway, what are the graduation requirements. We will assist you with the transfer to other UCW courses, programs, and to other institutions in BC to give you a perspective and larger understanding on that, and refer you to the appropriate support resources as and when then that's required. So these are some of the services, not all, but some of the major highlights that as academic advisor, we will help you. Throughout the term and throughout the year, we run academic advising events. We conduct these workshops for students throughout the term. So they are on various, they're on a range of topics, such as the one which we are attending right now, that is understanding your degree pathway. Then develop your plan, academic plan, virtual lunch with panel discussion with academic advisor, course registration procedure and guidance, understand university policies and procedures, and planning for academic success. So keep on looking in to your calendar and your emails. Eventually, we will be sending out more communication and notifications to you to join the upcoming advising events too as well. Now let's look at the advising portal on your at your end, what it looks like. and how you could join the virtual academic advising sessions. Um, what does a program advising guide looks like, and some of the frequently asked questions. If you have any questions that you could quickly refer to them right now. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now and show you the other side of the portal, that how it looks like. So on your portal here, you must be familiar with this. You might see some extra tabs here, which is typically different than the students portal, but however, it's pretty much the same. On the left side, you have different offices and departments. The one which pertains to us and to you in today's context is academic advising. So we click on this one, and you see a general page. It tells you check out the program advising guides here. So you directly click here, learn more about events and workshops, click here, watch videos from advising workshops here. So these are shortcuts to those things. Frequently asked question, click here, and contact academic advising. Um, on this side, you will also find the same bigger pages and information. In case if you want to refer to the program advising guide, and that is the most important uh, document that you may want to download right now and then refer to it. It's a PDF. So click on the download button here, and you will be able to then see the categories, how the MBA is, how the 15 courses are defined under the different tiers. What are these 15 courses? What are the elective highlights and highlighted in greens, and what are these electives that you can choose from? So leadership focus area, digital marketing, financial management, human resource entrepreneurship, and business analytics focus area, and some other electives. Some of them have prerequisites. In order to take electives, you would be required to complete some of your main required courses prior to that. So at any given point in time, you have to, I would suggest, like if I would be you, I would download this document and just keep on highlighting as and when I complete the courses, so that when I'm done and through, so I would know that I've completed the tier one, these courses, and then the tier two, these courses, tier three and four, same way. And then I would know, okay, I'm good to graduate now. And also making sure that I'm maintaining a 3.0 CGPA, uh, and that's why this document is very handy and very helpful. If you have more questions regarding it, we will keep that towards the very end. So this is the program advising guide. We also have events. We also have frequently asked questions. This is the frequently asked questions section. Please refer to this in your free time. Some of your regular questions might just be answered here. So whenever you have some time, familiarizing yourself with the early on into your degree will really help you in a much faster way to get used to the entire university functioning, and also to reach out to different resources and departments as and when you're required to. So in your free time, please refer to this document. These are the virtual advising hours. Right now, we are on off campus, like we are virtually working. So when we get to the campus, we will get to even interact and meet in person. But in the meantime, you get to click on these virtual advising drop-in and then fill up a small little form there, and then directly join into the meeting. So sometimes you may have to wait. Then please spare some extra time when you're planning to meet your advisor. Usually these sessions last for there's required to last for an hour and a half. So please be sure that when you're joining in, you will get to speak to someone soon. So these are the links to those sessions. So academic advising, and this is where you would get to go. Now I will go back to the presentation. So visit your academic advising portal, you have understood that. There's one more way that we would recommend you in case if you want to drop in an email to us. However, we suggest you to come to the virtual hours because that will help you to get an answer straight away. However, if you still feel that you want to just write to us, you can write to us on academic.advisor@myucwest.ca. Um, like I said previously, virtual advising hours, these are from 10 a.m. to 11:30 and 2 p.m. to 3:30 from Monday to Thursday. And while you're writing to us at any given time, please make sure you mention your student number and your program in the subject line of the email. That way, it is pretty quick for us to refer to your file and quickly get back to you. Um, so do not forget to mention your student number in your program in the subject line. Okay, so this is the end of the presentation that we wanted to share with you today. However, now I would allow you to please go ahead and share your questions with us. Um, and if you have any questions, please free to put them in the chat, or you can put them into, uh, either you can turn on your microphone and speak to us as well. Okay, so I'm now getting the questions, and I will start taking them in. So one of the question is, oh, there have already been so many questions already. Okay, so one of the most recent questions is, why is the summer course still October? Don't regular course starts at September? Ali, to answer this question, like at UCW, we have 4 terms, and our summer term starts from July 12th and will go on till October. And that's how the summer term starts. The fall term starts in October typically. So that's when the fall term starts across in most universities. That's what it is called. Some universities offer just 3 terms or 2 terms, whereas at UCW we have 4 terms: spring, summer, fall, winter. Um,
I
okay,
have a question.
yeah, please go ahead.
I just want to know how the CGPA is calculated in the sense by term wise or by collecting the marks of all 4 terms, 4 years.
So, that's a good question. So, firstly, how a CGPA, what matters is from the very first term, your term GPA will determine your cumulative GPA. So, for example, in your spring term or in your summer term, because summer term is your first term, your grades here will get added on to each term. So your first term grades will be your CGPA. Your term GPA for the summer term will be your CGPA as well. So when you take the next term, which is the fall term, then it will be added to both the terms. So it will be cumulative of all the terms. So 1 term, 2 term, 3 term, 4 term, it keeps on adding up, and the cumulative average of it will define your CGPA.
Okay, then yeah, in the summer term, we are taking only 3 courses. So one is remaining. Is CGPA is calculated soon after we complete 4 courses? Is it?
So if you have taken 3 courses, it will be determined on the 3 courses total GPA. If you have taken 4 courses, it will be calculated right immediately after when your term is over, and when your final grades are placed in. So you will see on your transcript the grades and your term CGPA as well, and GPA overall. Yeah.
That means not based on the tier level, based on the seasons or the summer or whatever the term.
Yeah, yeah,
Is it?
based on the terms and not based on the tiers. Exactly. So your CGPA is determined on the basis of terms, right?
Okay, one more question. Once we complete the or the whole degree course, are we ranked based on the CGPA value? That means, is our MBA is graded first class or second class or based on the CGPA value we are taking?
So your no, they're not ranked that way. However, each of the the CGPA that you get would have a numeric value and a letter grade. So if you get like from anywhere from 85 to 89%, that would be considered as excellent, and it would be letter graded as A, and a numeric value would be 4. But that reflection is only on the transcript. And the description of your grade, you could consider it as excellent. If you're anywhere between 90 to 100, you would be considered exceptional, and the letter graded would be A plus, and which has a higher numeric value of 4.33. Because the GPA the grade that we use is like the highest grade is 4.3.
Okay, right. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
You're most welcome. Okay, so
Hi, sorry, I have a question.
go ahead, please.
I was wondering about the focus areas. You said we
Mhm.
could combine them, right? But how would that work? Like, can we get our MBA with two focus areas, or how, or just one, or how would it work if we could combine them?
So electives are basically the courses that you determine that you want to do in order to be ready for the industry or for the for the specific industry that you want to enter eventually when you want to go to the like to go to work basically, or get join a specific profession or an industry. uh,
Yeah.
it's primarily how you translate your entire degree altogether. We don't, at the MBA that we offer at UCW, it's a general MBA.
Hmm.
So it does not have any
Okay.
specialization. So the focus areas are basically electives which you take. For example, if I
Okay.
take a human resource or and a financial management related electives, then how if I go to advertise my bio or my CV tomorrow for an organization, that's how I would advertise it. I would say like I had an MBA. However, my focus areas that I took were basically in human resource area. So I have more expertise or knowledge on these areas of specific knowledge on specific focus areas of that particular industry. That's how you advertise your MBA eventually. Yeah, that and the electives really help you to understand what your eventual plan is when you get into the industry.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Yeah. Uh, Please feel free to turn on your mic, and if you have more questions, please.
Hi, Steven. This is
Yes.
Nadia.
Hi,
Um,
Nadia.
so my question is about the MBA ACCA pathway. I'm not sure if you're going to touch on that and hold my question till then, or I should go ahead and ask my question.
I'm really sorry. Say that again, Nadia. What's your question about? You can go
Okay,
ahead
so
and place your question anyways. Yeah.
Okay, my question is about the MBA ACCA pathway. And I just wanted to know if it's possible to take the MBA ACCA pathway if you're not done taking all the 9 papers required for you to take that pathway. So, for instance, if I'm still writing my ACCA and I'm scheduled to be done by the end of this year, is it possible for me to still take the MBA ACCA pathway?
Okay. So that's a question. Just we would have to keep it for another time, Nadia, because I personally do not have the right answer to that particular questions as of now. But I would suggest you to write this question to us on academic advisor dot myucwest.ca, and we will surely get back to you on this with a specific answer, or we'll reflect it back to the specific resource you should get in touch with.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Nadia. Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Stephen. This is Kinshi. I have one question.
Okay.
Uh, uh, the course which are there in the tier one, let's say we have been given 3 courses by the registrar, and the fourth one is left out. So the fourth one can be selected in the tier two because that is the field which I want to go about. The left out course.
So what you said is like the remaining course that is left, now
Yeah.
you can take that course in the next term and not tier, but along
Okay.
with the next tier two courses. So basically, you every time, if you're an international student,
Mhm.
You must make sure that you at least take minimum 3 courses at all times. And for an MBA, that is also the maximum, that's the advisor's recommended course load as well. So at any given time and point when you register for the next term, which is the fall term, you
Mhm.
can take the remaining tier one course and take the 2 other courses from tier two. And that way you would be ready for your second term.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Yeah, so Vijaya, I just explained you the difference between what a tier and term is. Tiers are designed for you to understand how the MBA program is structured. Those are categories under which different courses are, categorized based on the level of the courses that you take. Terms are the term which you are registered in. So right now you're registered in the summer term. Next term would be the fall term, and after that it would be winter and spring. So when you register each term, you have to make sure you register for 3 courses minimum if you're an international student, and then select the courses from the tiers. So sometimes there are prerequisites. So prerequisites are the courses that before taking that specific course, you must have some prior knowledge to get into that course. So that would also apply as well.
Hi, Stephen. I have a question.
Yes, please go.
So I am currently in the MBA foundation, and next term, hopefully, I'll be going into the MBA.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering if the academic advisors could, also help me with the difficulty of the courses, because I was just thinking about what if I end up, registering for all the difficult courses in the same semester. Will the academic advisors be able to help me in deciding that as well?
So Soumya, it is pretty self-explanatory. How your tiers are structured in your program plan, that's the progression you must anyway at any given time follow. So if you have 4 courses under the tier one, just register for the 3 courses for the next term after you complete the MBA foundation. If you have more questions regarding those individual courses, refer to the academic calendar, and you can also come and speak with the academic advisor. We are here to help you. So to answer your question, it is already defined. Just follow the program plan. And if you have more questions and if you want to discuss this further with us, you're more than welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, Professor.
Hello.
I have a question. This is my second time, but in first term I got 2.89 CGPA. I know it's less than 3.0. So, what are the consequences of this, and how can I improve? What you can suggest me?
Okay, so firstly, this session is for all new students. And if any of you here have joined this session, we would request you to join another session that will follow in the next week. That is for the continuing students. However, to address your question here, um,
Mm.
you need to come and speak with one of the academic advisors, and we will identify what could be the best strategy for you in terms of bouncing back into a good academic standing. So your Rajendra, you should make sure that you do contact your professors when you need some help in terms of getting feedbacks. You can also talk to them during the office hours. That is to do with your academics or individual course plannings. I mean, like your course progression overall. In terms of doing the basics, I would say making sure you're attending all your classes, submitting all your lectures, assignments, and learning activities as and when they are required. If your CGPA in the first term was 2.89, then in the next term you're required to get at least 3.11 in your overall CGPA. So I would say in all your 3 courses, get a B plus, and you would be very comfortably in a good academic standing in the next term, Rajwinder.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Hello, sir. This is Kashif.
Okay,
So,
hi, Kashif.
so I have a question regarding the duration of the course. If we take three subjects each term, then in like how much time can we complete it?
Okay, so Kashif, that's a okay.
And would that affect the study? Sorry, the post work permit thing
Okay.
that we have?
So, in my understanding, that does not affect you if you accelerate your program and finish it faster. If you are already in an MBA, you can very comfortably complete your entire MBA program in 15 months if you take 3 courses each term and maintain the required CGPA. You graduate with the required marks, so you would be fine. In case whether it would affect your PGWP, in my understanding, no. But just so you all know, we also have international student advisors under the academic affairs. On your portal, just see there on the left side, you would find student affairs, and you would find international student advisors. We also have international student advisors who are RCIC licensed, advisors. So you could actually have, if you have any immigration related questions, I would always suggest you to please go ahead and talk to them, take an appointment with them, and discuss with them what are your next steps.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, I
Hi.
have a question again. And I just want to know, is that CGPA we should have to maintain in term wise 3, or is it a must to maintain
So,
in term wise? I mean,
Tamara, one way how you have to maintain it every term. And one way you can do it is if you perform really well in one term, you would always have surplus of points to basically cover your next courses, even if you perform poorly in any one. The idea here is for all students to maintain at least B average in all of their courses. If you every term maintain a B average in all of your courses, you will always remain in good academic standing. And the moment you go any way below B average, that is, then you fall in B minus or C. That will bring your GPA down. So try and aim. I'm going to quickly share my screen and show you what it looks like. So if you want to take a screenshot right now, this is a grading scale for graduate students. Um, this is what we are talking about right now. At any given point, if you maintain 72 to 75% marks, you get a letter B grade and you get a numeric value of 3. But anything below this will put you into a B minus or a C, and that will bring your GPA down.
okay, that means we can maintain it. We should maintain it in termly manner.
Exactly. You have to every term make sure that you maintain a B average to stay in good academic standing.
Minimum. Could you please explain how are you calculating CGPA, please? The formula of calculation?
Yeah, so the formula how it is done is the number of courses that you take in a specific term. Let me just quickly share the. Just give me a moment, please.
Okay.
Okay. So if you remember, we discussed this part, and what we shared was the total sum of grades you received during the entire period of study, and the number of courses attempted during that period. So, for example, if you get if you take in the summer term 3 courses, and if you sum all of the grades and then divide them with 3, basically because the 3 courses that you taken, you would get the CGPA for that particular term. And when you add up more courses for more terms, for example, when you get into fall, when you get into winter, then you add up all of that and the number of courses that you've taken so far. That will determine your CGPA. So in the fall, you take 3 more, and in the winter, you take 3 more. That adds up to total 9. And you add all of the grades of all the 3 courses, you would get the CGPA.
Okay, that means we can cover our CGPA by scoring high for a certain subject and or getting low marks also.
Exactly. Like, so if you get an A plus for some course, that means you got a 4.3 points for that particular course. And for another course, if you get like a B minus, like which is uh, anywhere around 60, 67 to uh, 72, 71.99%, then in that case, it will still cover you, right? Your A plus will cover that for the course which where you did not do well.
Okay, that means the grade mentioned in the formula is not the percentage value, no? It's the 3 or 2 or whatever the grade.
Yeah,
Is it?
each individual course will carry a numeric value that is based on the percentage you score.
Okay.
So, like I shared something on the screen earlier that is pretty self-explanatory. This one, it has descriptions, percentage, letter grades, and numeric value.
Okay.
I'm sharing this page from academic calendar, page 41. Um, you can actually, all of you can actually take a screenshot of this and also refer to the document eventually.
Okay. Okay. Numeric value is taken for the formula, that means. Is it?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Stephen, I have a question. So basically, do we have any exchange programs at UCW?
Um, Unfortunately, I am not aware of any exchange program per se, Pinky, right now. But I would be, I can actually identify if there could be, if there are any exchange programs that exist. We do have an internship inbuilt, but not typically an exchange that I have heard of so far, Pinky.
All right, thank you.
You're most welcome.
Sorry, this is a follow-up to this question. Are there plans of a PhD program soon?
Not that I'm aware of, Nadia. But if there are, the university is expanding its course offerings. There are more master programs being thought of and being worked upon right now. Postdoctoral is something that I've personally not heard of right away right now recently. But if there is, we would basically be the first one to notify you. I mean, we would be very excited to share that too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Stephen. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much. Tell me.
Yeah, I have a question. So, in my understanding, the first elective subject that we can possibly take is on the third semester. Am I wrong?
Not third semester, third year, under the third year in your fourth semester.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And there are total of three electives, right?
The total of three electives. That's right.
So, and when we select them, are can the classes potentially get full and we get denied the seat?
So what happens is like the registration period is a much longer period and time. Some courses are always very popular. So there are more sections created for those particular uh, courses. So what we have is something called as wait list. Waitlist is an indicator for us as a university to know that so many more students are interested to get into this class. So if you are still in a wait list for any course, we would get to know, and the university will make an effort to create more sections for that particular course.
Right.
So if you like a specific elective, um, sure, go ahead and register for those. Sometimes the only limitation that could be would be that some electives may or some courses may not be offered altogether in that specific term. Then in that case, you can wait for another term to see if that elective or course is being offered later on.
And meanwhile, like if that particular course is not being offered, meanwhile,
You
how
can
can we
take a required
access?
course instead.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, sir. I have one confusion.
Okay, please go ahead.
Um, I'm still confused between tier and terms.
Yeah.
As you,
So
yeah.
tiers are basically classification, which explains you about how a specific program, let me just quickly share it and explain it to you. Just give me one quick moment. So what I'm going to share on my screen is the program plan, degree advising guide. And this is what you will look at in a tier. Tier is just explains you that under tier number 1, there are these many courses that you need to complete in order for you to get into tier 2. And once you
So
complete the
tier
tier 2,
1 courses are the courses which I have to complete in my first term.
no, in your first term you only take 3 courses.
Okay.
Then 1 course will be remaining from your tier 1. So that remaining course you can take with tier 2 2 courses in your next term. And terms are basically the period when you register for courses based on the tiers. Does that define?
Yeah, and tiers and semester are different.
Exactly. Tiers and semesters are different. So tiers is like, understand it this way. For example, you go to a restaurant and there's a buffet around you, and you see at one end there's a Chinese, and then there is Indian, and there could be Mexican, continental food available for you. And then you want to just pick up one item onto your plate from the Chinese, one from the Indian, and one from the other. So tiers are just different divisions.
Okay,
Or
so
term
in
is
my
a
first semester, I
specific
can choose subjects from
exactly
4 tier.
for 4 tiers, but the progression you have to follow anyways is going to be the tiers that are defined. So tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, that has to be the order. That has to be the recommended order that you have to follow.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. So if the one subject is rest from the one first year, and then I have to do this all the 4 subject. It means 623, 621, and 601 with the tier 1 subject, or I have to do only 3 subjects.
You have to only do 3 subjects. That's the recommended course load.
So if the 2 tier has required subjects like 5, altogether 5 subjects, with the first tier subject it will be 6 subjects, right? So anyway I have to do only 3.
Yeah. So after once you complete the next term, then you will be taking the remaining 3 in the next term after that.
Next remaining 3 after that. No, I couldn't get that actually.
Okay. So if you have 6 courses to complete, in the like, so 5 courses under the tier 2 and 1 remaining course from tier 1. So total you
Okay.
are left with 6 courses here, right? But for the
Yeah.
next term, which is the after summer term, which is the fall term, you take 3 courses only, for 1 from tier 1. So that way you complete the tier 1, and 2 courses from tier 2.
Okay.
That
And then tier
completes your
3.
next term registration. Forget about the 3. So the remaining 3, you will do it in the winter term.
Okay, okay, okay. Based on all these seasons, right? Okay, okay. I got it. I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so I just wanted to share with everyone, and I'm sure like most of you might have may not have questions right now, but in case if you're comfortable with the information that was shared with you, and if you don't have any more questions, please feel free to step out of the session now.
Hi, I have just one question.
Okay. All right. Ishanta.
Yeah, can
Yeah,
you hear me?
just a moment, Ishanta. Just so everyone know, yeah, we will take more questions. However, if you're comfortable, you could actually leave. And thank you for joining today. And we will be taking 2 more questions, 1 more question after Ishanta's question. So go ahead, Ishanta, tell me.
Yeah, so I have a credit transfer for ACT 621.
Okay.
tier 1, and it says that in tier 2 for the financial management subject that ACT 621 is compulsory. So would that affect the credit transfer, or can I just take the financial management subject straight away in tier 2?
If you've got transfer credits and if it has been applied to your program plan, don't worry about it. You don't have to take it anymore.
Okay, but
Transfer
I
credit
can
means
take the
that you
financial
have,
management course in tier 2, right? That
yeah.
one.
So
Oh,
just forget. So out of the 15 courses, just minus one of those courses. So that way you have to just complete 14 more courses.
okay. And financial management is a compulsory course in tier 2.
Absolutely.
Okay, right. Okay, thank you.
All the courses that you see on your program plan are compulsory, are mandatory courses.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, please go ahead and ask your question. You've raised your hand. Lords,
Yes,
yeah,
Lourdes. Hello.
Lords.
It's only a general questions about the next term. When it's going to start on October, right?
That's right.
But when it ends, because it's December, so it's going to end on January.
It's going to end in December. Yeah.
Ah, in December. Okay, okay. It in that term we have less weeks, right?
No, it will always be, just give me a moment. Let me just give you the exact dates for the term. Just give me
Okay,
one
thank you.
moment. So basically, the next term, which is going to be the fall term, it
Mhm.
starts on October 30th, and basically it ends in the first week of January. So you will basically last day is actually December 20th for the fall term. So it will going to be yeah, and the next term basically January starts on 4th January onwards. Sorry, the term starts on January 11th. Yeah, I correct myself. Yeah, January 11th is when the winter term starts. So typically, you do get to see a shorter fall term.
Hi,
Okay.
hi. Another question.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Suppose one person is
Uh,
unable to achieve
yeah,
the
Tamara,
minimum.
Tamara, I'm sorry. I would like to just hold you here. Yeah, Lourdes, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, sorry, I have my microphone off. Only to conclude, it's going to be my on fall term is going to be my first term of MBA. So if I take my three first courses in that term, it's going to be okay. It doesn't matter that the term is shorter, right?
It doesn't matter. All it
Okay,
matters is that you do your basic of just making
okay,
sure that you're doing the what is required from the program, and you would be able to successfully complete the program in stipulated
okay,
times.
perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Tamara, your question would be the last question. Everyone, we would also have a virtual session that starts from 2 o'clock. In case if you want to join, if you have more questions, please feel free to join in that session. Otherwise, you can always come back to us on Monday as well. Sorry, the next session will be on Monday, not today. So Monday to Thursday, you could connect with us there too. Tamara, go ahead and ask your question, please.
Yeah, suppose one student was unable to take the achieve the minimum CGPA for a term required for a specific term. He or she allowed to move on to the next term without achieving the minimum CGPA required for a term?
Yeah, well, you will be allowed. However, you would be also receiving a warning for a letter from the university registrar office. If you don't maintain the CGPA, you would be sent an academic alert email. That puts you that goes on your file. After an academic alert, you are put on academic probation if you don't maintain it for the second time. And if you don't maintain for the third time, you are suspended for 1 term.
Okay, right. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, Jessica, you've raised your hand. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, it's something quick. Sorry. Is there in the model? Can I find a calendar so I'm aware when it's the time
Yeah, you can.
to enroll in the my
Yeah.
subjects? There is one.
So the
Okay.
academic calendar has like important dates, like I'm sharing them with you right now. And you can look at these dates
Okay.
on the academic calendar.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. So thank you very much, everyone. I hope most of your questions were answered and addressed here. I want to congratulate all of you and want to wish you the very best for the summer term. And I hope you have a wonderful experience at University Canada West. And we here would want your absolute success in order for you to fulfill all your dreams and desires that you have with associated with the MBA program that you're enrolled in. So all the best and have a good day. Take care of yourself.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye everyone.